Sam Irwin of Pony Pride here with SMU senior linebacker Randall Joyner. First off, Randall, you're going into his senior season, so this is really the last time you're going to be able to start a fall camp in college. I mean, is that thought weird to you already?
Definitely, man, especially when you've been playing football since you were born and just been around it and just been football every year. And, possibility this could be your last year playing football. It's definitely a bittersweet moment, but you just enjoy every day. You enjoy the 2 days. You don't worry about the heat as much. You just try to soak in every moment, every little things in the locker room with your teammates, and just trying to just enjoy the moment and just worry about today. Don't worry about tomorrow, and don't worry about yesterday. We're just worrying about today, and that's my mindset right now.
Everyone knows that you're a very vocal player on the field. I mean, you're like the little boss out there. But how's your role changed going from just a junior to a senior this year?
Well, now before I was a little bit more led by example, but now when you kind of put production on the field, people kind of can see that and will listen more in a sense, so to kind of confirm some validity with my play and what I'm saying, and also just showing them through the offseason how I work, and I try to lead by example and then follow with the vocal. And I'm a little bit more vocal than some people, but we're leading collectively. We have a great group of linebackers and a great group of defense and a great group of seniors, and we all got our own part into it, and we all put our bits and pieces into it, and we're just trying to lead this team to a conference championship.
Speaking of that linebacker group, you lose Jagari Davis, you lose Taylor Reed, so
Right.
now it's going to be Kevin Pope and Robert Seals in there. What have you seen out of those two?
Man, freak athletes, man. Kevin Pope has a great ability to get to his top speed real quick. Robert Seals also and has that long linear speed also and can deliver a hit. Both of them have great instincts, and it's just now for them to just kind of get that little bit of more reps and more experience, and I think they're going to do a great job of filling those roles and exceeding those roles. And the way we do things here, we coach everybody like they're a starter. So it's not like they've been getting less coaching in the past, man. They're getting the same amount of coaching as a starter, and now it's just their turn to shine. And that's how you want a program to be. You want to have a redshirt sophomore or senior or somebody coming in the role. That's how you're developing players and you're kind of taking the next step as a program.
I've been telling a lot of people that when you look at the defense this year, it's shocking. I mean, the size, the speed, everything's different. As a player who's been in this program,
Right.
is it a little bit kind of shocking to you to
Definitely
look
is.
around
Like
now?
you said, you don't see no more Kevin Popes or Randall Joyners out there, little short guys out there. Now you're getting the 6'2" and above linebackers and safeties and D linemen 6'4" and above, and they can run. So, I mean, that's just a testament of the players before taking the program to a higher level so you can get those better athletes and better football players through recruiting, and testament of the coaches and Coach Jones leading us and developing us as men and football players. So, it's a testament for all Mustang Nation of working together and working towards that goal.
Speaking of those young linebackers on campus, is there anyone in particular sticking out to you?
I mean, all of them. I mean, those young guys are just good. Lincoln Richards is coming in his own. Or Jarvis Pruitt, Nick Horton, Carlos Carroll, Jackson Mitchell, all those guys, all those young guys that, either a freshman, redshirt freshman, are starting to come in their own, starting to get a feel how we practice and how we do things. And they're still a bit of ways away, but, they're doing a great job of listening and taking in information and applying it every day.
How much has the, competition level and practice changed this year from in years past?
Well, I mean, we always competed, but now we kind of have that standard. There was kind of uncharted territory before that, because, our past wasn't too well, but, now we set a standard and we set an expectation, and that's what we live up to, and we're trying to raise our game and raise our level. So that's the way it's changed a little bit. We try not to worry about tomorrow or yesterday, but we worry about now and worry about this week and worry about this opponent. So we're focused on Tech, and we're just competing each day to try to beat them.
You personally were working this fall. Is there anything in particular you're trying to tweak, trying to improve?
I mean, just always technique. The faster you can do your technique, the faster you can play. And I always want to just develop that and just, my fundamentals and techniques, and always do that. And just let the plays come to me. I don't try to force plays. I just do our job, and that's what we preach. And we're going to just do our job and be gap sound and just do our job, and everything else will work out.
There's going to be a lot of new faces on the defense this
Right.
year. I think a lot of fans are going to look at, wonder who's all out there. But how good do you think y'all can be as a group?
We can be great. That's what we expect, and we're not expecting nothing less, because that's where our seniors left, and that's what we're going to do. I mean, Jagari Davis and Taylor Reed had to start somewhere also, and we're asking, who is this guy, who is that guy? Now it's a Kevin Pope's turn, now it's a Robert Seals' turn, it's Darian Wright's turn, it's a Zach Woods' turn, and so on and so on. So, I mean, that's how you want to build a program, and everybody else, every great player had to start somewhere, and I feel like that's where we're at, and fans watch out.
You know, it seems like this defense has kind of a chip on the shoulder. Everybody
Right.
really trying to prove what y'all can do. I mean, is that accurate to say?
Right, and we always have a chip on the shoulder because we try not to worry about what everybody else thinks, because a lot of y'all are doing your job, and that's what you're going to do. You're going to assess us. Hey, we lost this guy, we did this guy, we're going to be a little weak here, but we don't worry about that. We worry about our job, doing our assignment and our technique, and we really don't worry about the outside people. You know, a lot of people picked us not to win against Fresno or Tulsa, so hey, the outside people can be wrong, and we just focus on us and focus on our job.
You know, I know that Coach Mason always sets pretty, concrete goals at the start of each year. What's
Right.
he been telling you this season?
I mean, we just want to be top 20 in every defense category, and that's going to come with doing your job and doing your assignment, and everybody being on one page and being selfless and just doing your job so the next man can make the play. And that's what we're preaching, and we're a ways away, but we're working there each day, and we're getting better each day, and I'm excited for this defense.
Now, when you look at the defense as a whole, which aspect, the defensive line, the linebackers, defensive back, which ones do you think is going to be the most improved from a year ago?
Honestly, I think all of us. I mean, of course, everybody want to say the D-line, but we had a couple guys that had a significant amount of experience also in the rotation, because we rotate them guys. And I just think overall, every defense is new. You got to get that chemistry going with each other, learn how to feed off each other and make plays with each other. So each year it's something different, and I think collectively we have a solid group.
What's your goal this season? Going into a BCS conference, a new conference, what's the team's goal?
Go 1-0 each week. And I know that sounds cliche, but I guarantee you if we go 1-0 each week, we'll be happy at the end of the season. Of course, everybody should aim for a conference championship and a BCS championship, everything. But you can't do that if you don't go 1-0 each week, and that's our focus, and that's what we're going to do.
I know that you're very team-oriented. You're the leader of that team out there, but do you have any personal goals already?
Really, just win, man. With winning, everything else will take care of itself. Of course, you have little personal things. I just want to be the best I can be, and I know it sounds cliche, but I just, being a vet and just being there, I've seen when you do your job and you give it up for your teammates, plays are going to come, it's going to reward itself, and the system's going to take care of itself. So I really don't try to get caught up in personal stats. I just want to do my job and win. I can get 0 tackles and we win the game. Hey, I'm happy. So that's the way I'm going to do it, and that's the way I've always approached things, and that's the way I'm going to do.
All right, perfect. Thank you.